Great. Okay. Today I'll be talking about the cost of medical care. Okay. Just let me select it. Okay. Right. It's nice that all of you could avail yourself to come this Saturday. It's a beautiful afternoon, but you actually made a very good choice to come here today to learn more about your health. I'll be sharing with you on the topic of the growing cost of obesity. It is normally a taboo for doctors to talk about the healthcare cost, simply because I earn a living in that sector. But however, I realized that based on my clinical experience, just by telling my patients who are overweight to lose weight, by telling them you're going to be prone to have diabetes, heart problems, strokes and cancers, is not enough to convince them to do something about their weight. However, the interesting point is this. When I mention to them, it's going to cost them X and X and X dollars if they don't lose weight, suddenly they feel convicted, convinced that they should do something about their weight. Which is why today I want to share with you the growing cost of obesity. World Health Organization defines obesity as a condition in which a person has excessive body fat to such an extent their health and well-being are adversely affected. Normally, we classify someone to be either obese or overweight based on their body mass index. You calculate your body mass index by basically taking your weight in kilos and dividing by the square of your height in meters. For the Caucasians, they follow the international BMI cut-off levels. They're considered overweight if their numbers are between 25 to 29.9, and if they're above 30, they're considered to be obese. For us Asians, which most of us in this hall, we are considered overweight if our BMI is between 33 to 27.49, much lower compared to the international or Caucasian cutoffs. We are considered obese if our numbers are above 27.5. The reason why we are considered special, in a sense, is because if you take an Asian and a Caucasian, match as in same age, same sex, and same BMI, the Asians unfortunately has a higher percentage of body fat, up to 4 to 5%. And it is the percentage of body fat, which is the visceral body fat, the internal body fat that covers your internal organs, that will relate to how much risk you are how much risk you are prone to get obesity-related diseases. Let's be honest, okay? It takes time for us to become overweight. Nobody becomes overweight overnight, okay? Weight gain is purely due to an imbalance of energy. Basically, you are taking in more calories than what you burn. And these excess calories, with time, adds on and on and on until you reach an overweight or obese state. Currently, there are approximately 1 billion adults that are overweight in this world. And the children are also involved. There are apparently 500 million children who are overweight. World Health Organization has predicted that in 6 years' time, the number will increase up to 2.3 billion, and about 700 million of them will be obese. This is just 6 years more to come. It's not that far in the future. Americans are somehow tend to be leading in the number of obese and overweight individuals. Okay, let's look at how bad the situation is over there. 65% of Americans are overweight. Just from 1976 to the year 2000, the percentage of obese adults in America has doubled from 15% to 30.9%. And in 1998, Americans were already spending $78 billion per year to fight obesity. Currently, you're looking at about $100 billion a year to fight obesity. The same in Australia. As you can see, the trend is upwards. They're hitting a percentage of 20, coming to the year 2008. Therefore, 20%, which is about 3.71 million of Australians are obese. I'm talking about obese, I'm not even counting the overweight individuals. How about our local scene here? In 2004, they did a national health survey. So you can see the trend is upwards. Not as bad compared to Americans or Australians, but it is on an increase. If you were to do your mathematics, 6.9% and 25.6 will give you approximately 30%. That means 1 in 3 Singaporeans are either overweight or obese. But please take note, they are using the wrong body mass index cutoffs. These are using the international or for the Caucasian population. Therefore, if you were to use the Asian BMI cutoffs and apply it to the local population, 40 to 50% of adults in Singapore are overweight, half of the population. 1 in 7, 14% are obese, 10% of children are overweight. We are very concerned about children because most likely a child who is overweight and obese has a tendency to remain so until adulthood. You can compare it to the American statistic 25 years ago. Therefore, if we do not do anything about our current situation, we will in 25 years' time, our situation will just be as bad as in America. As I mentioned earlier, World Health Organization defines obesity as a condition that affects your health and your well-being. Personally, I feel they should have included that also affects your wealth. World Health Organization did not make a mistake, but of course they're trying to be idealists. Because it would be nice and ideal if we can give free health care, but we know that's not possible. Somebody has to pay for it either from our own pockets or from the government. Let's talk about the health aspect of obesity. Ladies and gentlemen, I always tell my patients, obesity is never on its own. It's not a single entity. You should look at it as a syndrome. It comes with 30 over-related diseases. The majority of them are life-threatening diseases. Last year in Australia, they did a study, and this is what they found. For type 2 diabetes, 23.8% of individuals with type 2 diabetes have diabetes because of their weight. The same for cardiovascular disease, 21.3%, 24.5% for osteoarthritis, and 20.5% for cancer. So approximately 1/5 of all these conditions, which are life-threatening, is related to obesity. What is more alarming is the percentage of increase just within the gap of 3 years, from 2005 to 2008. There's 107% for type 2 diabetes, 70% for heart diseases, 88% for arthritis, 47% for cancers. The cancers that are commonly linked to obesity are cancers of like colorectal, breast cancer, uterine, and kidney cancers. In Singapore, these are the top 10 causes of death in this country. The ones in yellow are the ones that are related to obesity. 5 out of 10 of the top 10 causes of death are highly related to obesity. That is why studies have shown that an obese person or overweight person can lose up to 10 good years of their life. This is just as bad as someone who smokes. I would like to share with you the cost aspect of obesity. I'm going to share with you important findings from this article, which was just published last year, August.